across will start the encounter, but just to recap, I'm running a middle tree dawn, so I've got well, I'm going for solo grenade, healing, and burst glide. You can run whatever jump you want. For clearing the ads, mainly be using this time loss fatebringer. I've got explosive payload and firefly with adept big spec, Cartesian coordinate with slideways vorpal and boss spec. So if I do run out of heavy ammo, the boss is that close that this deals significant damage, well worth using, or a better fusion if you have one. But as long as vorpal's kind of the key perk to have on this. Going for sleeper, I think with the catalyst obviously brings down your charge time, but crits hit about 112,000 per crit. I think it was running an adept reads previously with vorpal and adept big spec. I think it was hit about 84 for a crit. So as I wasn't running any exotics in this slot, I've gone for sleeper as opposed to 1k. Feel free to use that, but much higher risk of killing yourself with it by hitting one of the little fraud that tend to peep in your face. Running stag, so get me rift back as often as possible, and then linear fusion. I'm running protective light, which is one of the big sort of perks keeping me alive throughout not just this, most of the dungeon. Running a couple of loaders, so going for linear and hand cannon. Just got concussive and arc damage resistant, and a taken charge. So when I pick up my orbs, procs my protective light. Legs, again another must in my opinion. I've got better already, so when I pick up one of the orbs from killing the thrall and the acolytes, I'm getting my health back, and I've got a couple of scavs on there just to keep my fusions loaded up. Particle Cleave Instruction, big help in this one. Would take much more phases if you didn't have that, because it just bumps your damage right up. And then Charged with Light, charged up, so I get one additional stack of Charged with Light. I'm running 10 recovery, 10 intellect. The intellect's a slightly redundant on this, because every time you pick up 10 riches, which is what the main sort of mechanic behind this encounter, you are getting your super back instantly. Just try and time it so that when you do start your DPS phase, you've got, especially if you're using well, have got well to put down, ready to soak up the damage. So it's quite an easy free phase on this one. Same sort of strat all 3 times. Run on a clockwise manner, and then after I've opened the second door, give me enough riches to go back and start the DPS. Just take the shortest route, normally from here, run down to the crystal, I'll pop my well there, and then just load into the boss. So one little tip, you can pick up the Scorch Cannon from here, so you don't have to risk running up and being in the Ogre's view. So this tends to be, in my opinion, the easiest of the 2 doors, because the Ogre doesn't have a line of sight on you. First run in, clear the first major, drop a rift, especially with stag, just gives me enough damage to comfortably tank the damage that these guys are loading in. Clear a few more, grab a few orbs before I clear the second major. Usually, as long as none of the riches fall over the railings into the boss section, normally get 14. I'll take a little shortcut here. You're not out in the open long enough for the Ogre to beam you. Let your riches go, and then just circle back round. Normally go as wide as possible, just to avoid being in the Ogre's line of sight. This door is a little bit more, you're a little bit more vulnerable than the second door, purely because it's level with the Ogre's eyes, so certain parts you can beam through and hit you. So you just want to make sure you're kind of in cover of this. So same sort of strat, if I've got grenade I normally drop in the back. Drop a rift. Behind here I've got plenty of cover, and then just work on everything from pretty much this position. So just want to make sure, I know my sort of tactic is make sure I've got these sort of double digits on the riches before I go outside. Do a little check my ammo, just make sure there's I've got everything loaded up. Pop a rift here, can sort of drop a grenade, tank, a bit of damage you take from... There's not always a load of thrall, but there is on this occasion. So pop a well, single Cartesian, and just sort of lay into him. Although he's got a big crit, because of how close you are, you do get staggered quite often, as you can see there. So aim assist on linears does a big job sort of keeping your shots landed on his head. Obviously if we run out heavy and there's still a little bit of time, normally just lay into him with Cartesian, does big damage. So I think I missed one crit there. That's quite a good DPS phase in my opinion. So yeah, just 2 more of those basically. So intermittently you'll have, like you've just seen, the thrall will just sort of stampede from behind you, so dipping out of your radius every now and again just to make sure they're not on top of you. I think there was plenty of heavy in that next room, which should still be there, which I'll gather in a second. Death grenade, but it's quite easy just to hop down, take out the first major, got my rift. Try and pick up my riches in the order I've dropped them, just so they don't time out. Yep, so another 14. Same strat as before. I'll pop a rift, just got this small thrall coming up behind me. Although it's a small section of crystals, it's actually, the more riches you dump in, the bigger the crystals build up to. It does give you a bit more protection behind them than what you expect. And then again, same sort of strat. Drop a few rads that are fighting the battle up there. Okay, there's no rush, no time limit, so if you do take a bit too much damage, no need to rush out in the open and risk getting killed. Just pop a rift or wait it out, let your health regen. I'll run and pop a rift straight away just to take a bit of damage. So again, as long as I've got double digits on the riches, which 11 should do. So if you do take a little bit longer in here, there's normally a couple of backlights outside, which, as you do have a countdown on your riches, you can drop one more, just reset your timer. I'll do it on this guy, so he's got a little bit more cover. Reloads will go down. So if I pop a rift first, let my riches go, I'm going to drop a grenade so I can tank that and get rid of as many of these as possible. You do want to wait for a little message on the left. You can find that you'll bum rush you sometimes, and you just want to sort of take a little bit of cover behind here, because you can do a stomp on the floor, send you flying off the bridge behind you, which is a bit of a ball ache. I've got time to lay in a couple of these. Don't know exactly what damage it's doing, but there's a lot of 6,600 and something, so happy with that. And shouldn't matter if I have full heavy or not, because he's not got much health left. But yeah, same strat as the last 2 times. I've not noticed any sort of enraged section or anything, so I don't feel like I have to rush or go at a quicker pace than what I have done. You can pick up that heavy from underneath there as well, similar to the Scorch Cannon. Just save yourself from jumping up sort of needlessly. A little block of heavy, which is nice to see. I may be able to finish him if I get to DPS with no heavy, but I've got full secondary from a fusion, but I'd rather go in with at least a clip's worth of heavy. Grab these couple. I'll let my health regen just a little bit. As you can see, he's beaming you, but you've got plenty of cover. Let's make sure my health's full before I dip back out. I'll probably have to stop here and wait for, I think a little thrall will probably come up behind me. No. So he's bugged. I'd ideally want to get one more, which is just to be safe. I'll pop a rift here just to cover me as I run for this. I'm not so worried, as I'm going to have a rift down, well down in a sec. Didn't think that would hit crit, right? There we go, right. Cool, there you go.